Wow, so I just watched Second Chance by Uche Montana. This movie was very interesting. It is beautiful, well made, sound score, script, storyline, acting, everyone came correct. It was beautiful. Now, if you've not seen it, please go and check it out on Uche Montana's TV. And if you've seen it, you're welcome. You're probably wondering, where's the part 2? Yes, I'll share that information towards the end of the video. But before we do that, let's talk about the high notes in this movie. Uche Montana totally outdid herself. I wasn't even expecting anything less because she gave us Monica 1 and 2. So you should expect quality when Uche Montana is doing her movies. Now, in this movie, we have a simple character, someone who is trying to run away from her past. Now, Cynthia is a lady, a lawyer, who is doing well for herself. She's at the top of her career. And all of a sudden, someone from her past comes into her life to ruin it. This is someone she dated years back when she was in school, when she was struggling, when she couldn't pay her bills, when she couldn't pay her school fees and her rent. This guy came through for her. The guy was into fraud. Eventually, he was arrested, but he was able to gather pictures and videos from the period when Cynthia was still struggling. She was on the streets, she was going to hotels, she was selling her body basically to help the guy and also to survive. Now, the guy came with evidence, ready to blackmail her. She had no choice but to pay him. But before she did though, she wanted to know how the guy was able to find her. And it just happens that her friend Jade, who was played, the character played by BIMBO introduced Benson. Then Benson lied to Bimbo that his name was James and he just came to her salon to do his dreadlocks. He lied to her that he needed a lawyer to defend a case for him, and then Bimbo introduced. That was how he was able to get access to Cynthia after many years of her trying to run away from her past. On getting that, he immediately went into action and started demanding money. That part of the movie touched me so much. You know the part that I'm talking about? The part where Cynthia had to confess to her man, her fiance, that she has given the man money and she has a past that she didn't share with him. I mean, I broke down because it's so painful. Someone who you trust, who you love, who is assumed to be holy and fresh and without a dent, all of a sudden is telling you things about her past that you had no idea after you've proposed. So that was painful to watch. But the dude, after getting mad, he came back and they were still together, and they were able to work together to fight off this particular battle. I'm not going to share the end. If you've not watched it, I don't want to spoil it for you. Go and watch this movie and come back and find out when the part 2 is going to drop. This movie was powerful. It didn't end there. We had the character of BAMBAM. BAMBAM's character in the movie is a lady who is fighting for the custody of her child. She left her kids when she was a lot younger, when these kids were very young. So they didn't know their mother when she left to chase her career abroad. And she was able to become very successful. But before she left, she said a lot of hurtful words that she hated her kids. She didn't want to be with them. The husband recorded this in CCTV, and he was using it as evidence in case she comes back for those kids. So he had full custody to those kids. And she tried by using Cynthia, who is a lawyer, a very good one, to get her kids by force. But Cynthia advised her against it. But she still reluctantly went on to send the guy letters, trying to take the guy to court until the guy brought out this evidence. It totally broke her. And, in as much as she didn't listen to her lawyer, which is Cynthia could understand because she has gone through that same pain when she was younger. She saw her mom fight with her dad, and to the point that the mom left when she was still 7 years old, and that hurt her a lot, and that took her to a stage of her life after doing school where she had to fend for herself because there was no one to talk to, and she did a lot of things that she regretted. And that is the core of the movie, how she's able to handle her past. The same thing happened with her friend Jade. Jade, on the other hand, had a kid out of wedlock, and that child was the reason why every man that comes to her life, that tries to get close to her, the moment they find out that she had a child, they run away. So eventually, when this main guy came and proposed to her, she didn't tell him she had a child. And this guy is a police officer. So he felt really hurt that's, why didn't you tell me I had a child? You know, and he didn't even know. So immediately he called off the proposal. He was angry with her. He didn't want to do anything with her. But then again, Jade, who introduced now this crazy part, I just love the way she was able to tie up all these plots and make it make sense, because Jade was the one that introduced Benson to BIMBO when he eventually came out from jail, when he was arrested. And Benson lied to her that his name was James and he just wanted a good lawyer. She didn't know that it was the same guy that was using her back then, and he came and tried to blackmail her. So would his blackmail work? For those of you that have not seen it, you should answer me this question. And if you've seen it, you're here because you want to know what's going to happen in part 2. Well, we have BIMBO, we have BAMBAM, and we have UCHE Montana. These 3 strong women are together in a movie. Tell me why they won't have a part 2. So definitely we should be expecting the 2 of this movie, and we should be expecting that Benson, the main bad guy, is going to come out of jail and is going to have a hell of a moment with them. I can't wait to see that happen. But it all depends on if you guys go check that movie. So go check it out, and then of course drop in the comment section if you would like to see the part 2, and I will notify you as soon as the part 2 drops. So just drop part 2 in the comment section, and until then, please do me a favor, smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. Let's talk about this movie in the comment section, guys. Feel free, let me know your opinion. What were the high notes of this movie? What part, which character stood out for you? For me, I would say it's UCHE Montana's character, because she played with a lot of emotion, being betrayed by her friend, being betrayed by her mother, now her boss in the office. They wanted her to drag the case, you know how they do in Nigeria, so that they can make more money. But she felt the pain of a child whose mother left, and she knew exactly how BAMBAM's kids were going to be feeling. So she immediately tried to get a resolution for them as fast as possible. But I won't share everything. Go watch it yourself and let me know how you feel about the movie in the comment section. Until next time, I can't wait to watch part 2. So I'll let you guys know. Have a nice day. Peace.